Thanks for being here today. Great topics, Farm Bill and the future of our nation's agriculture industry. I get very depressed when I go home to Alabama. Obviously farmers put food on our tables, but unfortunately a lot of people across this country think that all the crops and the meat come from out back of Walmart and Publix and Piggly Wiggly's. They need to wake up and smell the roses before it's too late. We have hardworking people that believe in conservation. The EPA is unbelievably hard on our farmers, unfortunately. They need help. Everywhere I go, they need help with rising input costs, fluctuating prices. They can't control the weather, obviously. Costs are up, income's coming down. Just the last few years, we've lost 25,000 farmers that have left the industry, and over 150,000 farms have closed. I talked to two farmers last week in Alabama and said, game, set, match this year if I can't make a little money. Can't afford to pay back the bank. We have got to open our eyes to this because we have to eat. We can't depend on people from other countries to supply what we need. Plus, we need to make sure that our farmers are held to a standard where they can compete with people that we import from. So, Mr. Good, Farm Bill that passed out of the House Ag Committee allows for a one-time allocation of base acres to growers using a planting history from 2019 to 2023. Do you see this opportunity to access base as encouraging to beginning producers, and what impact will this have from an economic perspective?
Absolutely. Great question, Senator. I see the opportunity, especially in the House provision where they have an update of base for everybody, because I think, as you stated, the inflation is not choosing sides. The inflation is hitting all of us. Like I addressed earlier, we're seeing it in seed, fertilizer, equipment, in every area. And so to have the safety net, we see the market fluctuations have just addressed the need for more markets. So I think the base is an opportunity. It's a foundational piece to be able to build that risk management portfolio, and for young farmers especially, that, as we stated, their balance sheets aren't as strong.
And it's hard to understand how just in the last 2 or 3 years, the prices of this equipment has doubled and tripled and quadrupled in amount of money. I know we don't make a lot in this country anymore. We need to get back to that manufacturing. A lot of it is said it's made in America, but it goes by way of other countries before it actually has the USA imprint put on it. Do you see that? Are you hearing that from people that you work around?
Absolutely. And I think, as we look at precision agriculture, I think that's a very vital piece. Just on my farm operation, we were able to demo the John Deere See and Spray sprayer to be able to reduce inputs. But with this technology, there's additional costs. And so when we look at equipment, it seems to follow the way that the commodity markets do. And so as farmers, we're putting an increasing amount of our budget into equipment, which is a very big issue for us young farmers as well.
Yeah, at Auburn, where I live, land-grant university, have a great ag school, vet school, and we see it growing to a certain point, but I don't understand, what a lot of these young people are looking at, to be honest with you. I know they talk to their parents about the future of farming and possibly going back and taking over their farms. There are over 20,000 young and beginning producers in Alabama, 20,000, many of whom will want to pass their farms on to the next generation. So any of you can answer this. Mr. Good, you can start with this. Can you speak to the importance of extending President Trump's 2017 tax cuts and Jobs Act provisions, such as the increased estate tax exemption, step up in basis and bonus depreciation to support farm families?
Absolutely. I think at the core of what we need is a sound tax policy. When I think about my wife, Laura, and my 2 boys, Caleb and Peter, I'm looking to build something. I'm looking to build something that's meaningful in a way that we're feeding the world. And so for me to not be able to pass that on to my children in a meaningful way or to give them more of a liability as a gift, I think that's against what we're looking to do here. So my family is in full support of the step-up basis and extending that estate tax limit.
Well, God bless all farmers, because you don't get a lot of help. You get a lot of ridicule. You get the climate people looking at you, wanting to change all of the rules in midstream. And that's unfortunate, because farmers care more about conservation than anybody could ever imagine. And so thanks for what y'all do, and thanks for being here today.